that for me is Amad Diallo. He fought to take the ball off the PAOK defender.
Congratulations. How do you assess that performance? Because the first half didn't look the best, but Amad has kind of come up with 2 goals to win the game.
First half wasn't good, that's clear. Very good point. I think we created hardly anything, and PAOK neither. They didn't create a lot, so in that sense we were okay, but we didn't get going. I think our possession wasn't good enough. We made many technical mistakes. Our shape wasn't good. Was at times, but not long enough, and every time in that shape that we wanted to play. Second half we were a lot better. We persisted in finding the Casemiro and Ugarte in front of the defense, or Amad and Bruno in the 10 positions, and that's where we started playing better and creating more chances and getting better of the game, playing on their half more. And as you said, Amad made the difference there with two good goals.
Hi. You described this as a big period for the club. Can you explain what you mean by that? And I wonder how you assess what you've done so far in terms of steadying the ship before handing over.
Well, I think every game is important in this season, and that's why I said the short spell of 4 games is an important period to react, especially when we lost against West Ham. And of course we needed to start getting results. That's why I said that it was important. Other than that, your other question was how I assess
what you've done so far in terms of steadying the ship before handing over.
Yeah, for me it's important now to carry on and build on results of Leicester, of Chelsea and of PAOK. I think that's second half we can build on, result we can build on. First European home win after 1 year. We addressed that in the dressing room, and it was time to change that, so we did. The players did very well doing so, and Sunday is a big game for us in the league, to get a good performance in again.
Hi. Why do you think the team were better in the second half? Did you say something to them at half time? Was the positioning better in the second half?
Yeah, I addressed the positioning a lot in the half time. We left positions too much in the first half. That's why we didn't get going. We couldn't find our sixes and play forward to the players that we wanted in dangerous positions like Bruno and Amad. I think we did very well in the second half to stay in those positions, and there you saw some fluidity occurring and better play on the ball, and that led to more chances.
Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Amad got 2 goals today. Can I ask what impressed you most about his performance?
Well, I think the second goal that had everything in it, that for me is Amad Diallo. He fought to take the ball off the PAOK defender, and then he pushed, through to get the shot, and in the end he had the quality to bend it round the goalkeeper. So that sums him up.
Just on Amad still, I think it was his first start in 7 games. Do you think that was some extra motivation for him to take that opportunity where he can start to feel well?
Apparently so, because I think he was excellent. In the first half he was our best player already. He looked sharp, he did well. In the second half he decided the game for us with 2 important goals, so he did excellent.
Following on that theme, he seems like a difference maker. He can be a difference maker for this side. And just following on that, how is he not?
Yeah, of course he had to come off. unfortunately, he's been assessed now, and of course I hope that he will be available for Sunday. But we have to wait and see.
That he can be a difference maker for this?
Yeah, his qualities are clear. The way he presented himself today was excellent and important for this team.
Ruud, I just want to ask you about the incidents that took place in the first half when I think a lot of people thought that the VAR would give a penalty or recommend a viewing screen. How did you see the situation?
There was the situation with Amad, no, as well. Huh? I haven't seen the TV footage yet to comment on it, but obviously there's a few referees in the room to check and closely, also on TV, so they didn't think it was worth. It wasn't an obvious mistake. So then you have to, yeah, the game goes on.
Sky.
Ruud, good evening. We're all obviously very curious to know what happens in the next few days. Do you hope that yet another good performance that you've overseen will maybe enhance your prospects of being involved from next week onwards?
Well, I think that Ruben, what he's saying, he's focuses on Braga and I focus on Leicester. I think that's a great one for now, and that shows that we're focused on the day-by-day job and get the maximum out of the team. So let him focus on Braga. I'll focus on Leicester, and we'll see after that.
I take it you've had no contact with him as yet.
I got to check my phone now, so I will do so later.
Would you be disappointed if you don't get contact before next week?
I'm only busy with one thing in my mind. I want my last game in as an interim. I wanted to prepare it as good as I can and give the players everything they need to get the best performance out of them and hopefully get 3 very important games, keep them at Old Trafford, and that's my absolute focus. And other than that, I don't look too far ahead, to be really honest. It's too important.
Good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
Last question, Paul.
Just on Amad again, he's been here for, I think it's 3.5 years. Things have not always gone his way. He's been in and out of the team, out on loan, and yet he still tries, as you say, still kind of gives his all. What does that say about him as a character? And can you just go into a bit more detail about, he said that he wants extra training. Does he do that regularly?
Yes, he's a great character, and he's a hard worker. He shows that in every training session. So that attitude and also extra work every day after training, he comes to me and he wants to do extra finishing, extra crossing, extra 1v1s, extra how can I improve my shot, how can I improve my heading, etc., etc., etc. And you know, he's constantly focused on learning, getting better, living very professional, in a professional way. So he's very motivated to get the maximum out of his career. And after so many games he didn't start, he had a great performance today. So I was very pleased for him.